welcome back to my channel, Planty Princess 92. My name is Ashley, and today we have, of course, an unboxing. This unboxing, I actually bought this plant because I was having a conversation with Scarlet M about purple waffle plants, and she had asked me if I had any variegated forms. Well, my answer, obviously, if you saw my plant tours, was no, that I do not. She was asking me a little bit about the care because hers will do well, but once they just start to decline, she cannot figure out why or how to get them back on the right track. So I figured I would go ahead and get one, see if I can figure out the care to give her some tips on how to care for hers as well. So without any further ado, we'll go ahead, we'll get into this package and check out what variety of a variegated purple waffle plant I purchased and see how I will be able to care for this plant. Obviously, that will be an update video, but I'll definitely let everyone know how well this plant or how well this plant doesn't do in the near future. I ordered this plant on Etsy, so like usual, I will put that seller in the description down below. This is actually a really cute plant. I'm very excited to add this to my collection. I hope it's not a fussy one or difficult to take care of, but she said she is determined to figure this plant out. So I figured why not get one and try to help her figure out the care of this thing. All right, so inside the box, the plant is standing up, wrapped in some stiff paper. It's also taped to the box so that it doesn't come out. It's actually packaged pretty tight in here. I think I finally got it loose here. All right, here we go. So the heat pack was also taped right here and wrapped in, just slipped out. It is not very warm, but I can feel that the last sense of heat kind of just faded, which is great. But it was wrapped in paper as well. That way the heat wasn't directly kind of coming onto the plant. Looks like the plant was pretty safe. Soil just fell, so I'm actually going to bring the box back over here so it can fall in the box, not on my table. So here we are. It's wrapped in a bag. It was taped to the paper. It's all taped up so that way less soil spillage as possible. There wasn't too much. The plant does look like it did go through a little traumatic experience through the mail, but it doesn't look too bad, actually. These plants, at least my purple variety, is very easygoing. So I'm hoping this one will be the same. We will see. But this one is the Snow White waffle plant, Snow White variegated waffle plant. As you can see, it does have that nice purple backing, with kind of a light lavender whitish front. If you get a close-up, you can kind of see the purple venations running through the leaf, and then it has the patches of the green. Let me see if I can get it from the back side. You can kind of see the venations running through the leaf, which is awesome. But this plant didn't come too bad. We do have a couple crunchy leaves. It looks like the pot feels heavy, so I think the soil is wet, but the leaves kind of feel like they need a watering. Or maybe they don't. It must just be from the shipping stress. But let's get this out of here and kind of see what's going on inside the pot. Now, my purple waffle plant is just kept in a north-facing window, so it doesn't really get any direct sunlight whatsoever. And when I say direct, I really mean indirect, but it doesn't get any bright indirect sun that's actually hitting the plant because it's in a north-facing window. So the window is semi-bright, but not enough to really keep any other plants there besides a spider plant and that purple waffle plant. Nothing else I don't think would do very good in there. There's probably a few plants that would survive there, but they wouldn't do so hot. But the purple waffle plant has been growing tremendously. I did make a propagation video and a care video on that plant, propagation by division, and I kind of chopped that plant pretty much in half to give some to my mother, and she has grown back to that same size, if not a little bit bigger. So that plant is just thriving in that area. I don't think these plants need too much light. The variegated version, on the other hand, I'm not quite sure. I do know variegated varieties of a lot of plants, especially white variegated varieties, do need a little more light due to that variegation not being able to photosynthesize properly, but this is not white variegation. So the leaves should still properly photosynthesize. I am probably going to stick this right in that north-facing window. Since the purple waffle plant is doing so well, I'm going to keep it right next to it. I'm going to treat it the same. These are very, very verbal plants. When they start to droop, they need water. They will tell you when they are thirsty. And what's nice is as soon as you give them a drink, they perk right back up within a day or so. Now, obviously, once they droop, you do want to water them right away. And if you can kind of get the hang of a cycle and kind of water them the day before they droop, that would definitely be best. But if you water them the day they droop, as long as you catch it before they are too far gone, they do perk right back up. I normally, every time I think about it, I probably water mine 2 or 3 times a week, and we're even in the winter time. And even every once in a while, mine will still droop. I just water it every time I think about it. And it is a very thirsty plant. They do like that moist soil. They don't want it soggy, but they do want it to be kept evenly moist throughout the whole pot. And like I said, they do not need bright light. They're not fussy with humidity. As you see here, there is crunchiness, so they don't want to be dry, but a general household humidity of 40 to 50% is sufficient for these ladies. So the soil definitely is very moist. I would assume that this damage is just from shipping. This plant obviously doesn't ship too well, but if it's anything like the purple variety, it should bounce back quite nicely. So I'm very pleased with this little plant. It was very inexpensive. It's a very cute plant. We got it in a 4-inch pot, and there is a nice little section of plant here. So I'm excited to have this in my plant collection, that's for sure. She'll definitely add some spark to my north-facing window over there, some more color, since I only have those 2 plants in there. Thank you guys again for joining me in another video. Scarlet, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I will definitely try to help you figure out how to take care of this plant. If you have any care tips of your own on this plant, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. We can all help each other grow. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested in the content I provide. And as always, every plant's a princess. Bye!